In this lecture/demo video, we're going to go over downloading and installing a Kemp VLM free trial on a Hyper-V 2012 R2 server. The first thing we're going to want to do is open up our browser of choice, mine in this case being Chrome, and we want to go to kemptechnologies.com. It's already up here, but I'm going to go ahead and just type it in for you anyway. kemptechnologies.com. And this may look a little different depending on when you're watching this video and when you go to their website, because they do some website redesigns every once in a while. Through every website redesign they do, they still try to leave the free trial link on the main page. So I'm going to go ahead and click free trial because this is where we want to download our VLM. And you can see this automatically takes me to the download the virtual appliance, which is the VLM. So all I have to answer is two questions. One, what is my hypervisor? And two, what country do I live in? So in this case, my hypervisor is going to be Microsoft Hyper-V 2012. And my country is United States. So I'm going to go ahead and choose United States. And I want to make sure that I agree to the end user license agreement terms have been checked, and just kind of peruse through those and read them. Make sure you understand them before you download. So go ahead and click download. And in a couple of seconds, you'll notice in the lower left-hand corner, the VLM will start to download. There you go, boom. We're going to not pay attention to these instructions because we're going to go through it in the video. However, if you do not have a Kemp ID, I would recommend you use this time to go ahead and fill out this information and create a Kemp ID. You will need a Kemp ID to create and apply the 30-day free trial. Now that our download has completed, we're going to browse to the directory where our VLM was downloaded and simply extract the files. You can do this a number of different ways. Personally, I like to actually go into and select all the files, right-click and do copy, back up a folder, and then right-click and do paste. You can also right-click on here and do extract all. You can do a number of different ways to extract the zip file. I personally like to do it this way, just the way I always do it. So we're going to go ahead and let that extract. And then we're going to move on to the next step. Now, because Hyper-V is running on a separate server than my computer, I'm going to have to copy these files over to that server. So I'm going to go ahead and just do that now. I've got my server opened up over here. I'm just going to select the files that I need, Control-C. I'm going to go back to my server, and I'm going to do paste. And now I'm going to let the files just copy over. This may take a couple of seconds, shouldn't take too long. I'll speed the video up to save you some time. Now that everything is copied, we'll move on to the next step. So now I'm logged into my Hyper-V 2012 R2 server, and I have a couple of VMs running already on it. I'm going to blank those out so you don't see them, but they're running. So we want to import this new VM into Hyper-V. So it's very simple. From within Hyper-V Manager, on the far left side, we're going to right-click on the server name, and we're going to choose Import Virtual Machine. And we're going to get this nice wizard that's going to walk us through everything we need to do. So first of all, we're just going to click Next. Now we need to locate the folder of where our VM is located. Choose Select Folder. It's going to show us the path. We're going to type Next. And it's going to automatically find, as you can see, the VLM that we downloaded for 2012 R2 Hyper-V 64-bit. So I'm going to go ahead and choose Next. Now, this is an important part. It's going to ask me, do I want to register the virtual machine in place, which basically means it's going to use the information right there where we have that VLM stored as the VM. Do I want to restore the virtual machine, which means do I want to use an existing ID that I've used before? Neither of these, in my opinion, are ideal. What we want to do is we want to create a new unique ID so that we could import this VLM a couple of times if we wanted to. So we want to make sure this third option, copy the virtual machine, is selected. Click Next. And then we're going to store the virtual machine wherever we want to do it. In this case, I have it stored where I typically store my stuff. I'm going to click Next. Same thing, Next. And it's now importing the virtual machine. So now we're going to get an error, of course, because not everybody's going to have the same vSwitch in Hyper-V as everyone else. I have my own vSwitch, so all I'm going to do here is I'm going to change my network connection to my vSwitch, which is just labeled vSwitch. And we're going to click Next. It's going to kind of give us a summary here, and we're going to finish. And the VLM is going to be copied and imported. So now our Kemp VLM has finished importing into Hyper-V. Hey guys, Mike here, and I hope that you enjoyed this free preview of Lecture 7 in my Udemy course on Kemp VLMs. To see this complete video, as well as get the total course, please go to the link shown on the screen or in the description. Be sure to use coupon code YouTube50 to get this course for 50% off.